Hi guys. What date is it today? It's the Saturday 27th of February, and I thought I'd talk to you about the Wi-Fi setup. And it's really quite fast, I'm quite pleased with it, but I thought I'd go through it, my one, and show you what I got, so what you might need if you want to copy my one. So here's what you need. As you know, I don't really script anything, so we're going to wing it. So up on the screen we're going to need this. This is a like an antenna, if you like. It's, on my research, it's the best one out there, better than the one everyone was using. They were using that long one, like a ship's mask thing. But this is a better one, and a lot of people are moving over to this one as well. It's at these prices are in English and at the time of me snapping the pictures. $79.90, so it's a bit of a punch when it comes to money, but it is the best antenna from what I can see. Then you're going to need, this is what hardly anyone tells you about, you're going to need the extension little wires. They're tiny wires. You're going to need those, and you're going to need to want to be able to mount your antenna on your motorhome roof or wherever you're putting it. This pole here is made of hard plastic, so you can cut it down, which is what I did. So it's really good. It comes as a kit. You get like a little metal plate that you can glue down, and I glued it and stuck it as well, so double held down. And yeah, you can cut that down to a really quite a low size. Then you're going to want the router, as it were. I'm using Netgear. Make sure you buy the right one. I didn't go for the most expensive one, but I went for the 4G, and I went for this one because it comes with for the connectors at the bottom. If you buy the one down from this, it doesn't come with the connectors, and I had to send it back. So that's the Netgear that handles all the Wi-Fi. You can charge it up and take it out and about with you, so you've got Wi-Fi wherever you go. So it's really good, and I'm quite happy with it. Right, another thing a lot of people don't tell you about is you're going to need this. This is a SIM card extension, adapters to make it fit, because the SIM card out of my phone is a tiny little card, and I had to put it into an adapter, so I had to order this, so I'm more waiting around. So you're going to want adapters if you plan on using a little tiny SIM card. I'm using Vodafone because I can't get EE, because EE don't like me. I think it's my credit rating. So I'm using Vodafone unlimited broadband. So that's basically all the stuff you're going to need. And then what you're going to need to do is obviously put it up on the roof. I did that first. So I went up on the roof, I cleaned the surface with some cleaner, and I stuck down my metal magnetic ring. And because it's using like Sikaflexi glue, I had to leave it overnight. So I left that just up there, and I put the aerial just loose on the top whilst I was waiting for the glue to dry. I then prepped where I was going to run the wires. I was lucky because I'm using the hole where the old aerial used to go through, and I put a grey box on top of it because I knew I was going to have loads of wires, and I didn't want like loads of holes. So I ran the wires into that box, and that went pretty smooth. I'm actually running through this video clips as I'm talking, so. And then once I'd done all that, I came in, obviously pulled the wires through, and in that cupboard there is a big mass of wires, because these wires from my cameras are really long, and I do need to clean it up, but outside, out of mind, I'm not that bothered at the moment. Yeah, so once you've got all that set up, you've got it mounted up on the roof, and you've worked out your route into the van. I know some people cut a hole in the blind thing up there and run it into through their vent, but I don't really think that's a good idea. Anyway, then once it was in, I mounted those two adapters together, basically on the thing. Little tip: screw it onto the wire first, and then plug it into the adapter. Because I was stupid and started doing it the other way around. And then once you've done that, you simply just get your Netgear and put your little SIM card in the adapter and just poke it down into the thing. It's got an arrow and a picture, a little diagram telling you which way to put it in, and then that's done really. And you can connect to your Netgear through your web browser, which is a completely different video. It's all plug and play anyway, but the instructions talk you through that, because you've got to create a password and a name. Pick a nice name, good name. And then I, once I'd done all that, it was basically from there I just linked my devices up to it, and I did a speed test, and it was all just working. It was almost plug and play. I'd already previously set the name and the password, because I've also been sitting around for those extras to come, like the adapters and stuff, which no one told me about. So you definitely want those adapters, because they really cheese you off when you realise you can't plug the wires directly into it. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you found that helpful. I wish I'd had someone show me those adapters and little things like that, because I had to order those, and of course it's more hanging around, isn't it? And if you're out and about, you've got to go to lockers, you know, pick up lockers and stuff to pick up your adapters. So that's the shopping list. I will try and get the links in the description below, probably for English Amazon. But if you're American, you could just copy the title and get it in your American or wherever you are Amazon. Or you can just go back to my pictures and it's all there. Yeah. Anyway, I won't drag this video out. It is a vlog channel, but I thought I'd put this in here because I thought it would be helpful to show you how I did my setup. Yeah, so it's a really 1, 2, 3 process. Mount your aerial after you glued it, of course. Thread your wires in. Simply just plug it into your Netgear, which I need to work out how to mount that because there's no hooks on it. Anyway, plug it into your Netgear, set your password and your whatever name you want for the network, call it something cool, and then just hook your devices into it. Really is that easy. It's just, I suppose, knowing what equipment to get. Netgear I find is the best. I did loads of research on this even before I got this van, because I knew internet was important to me. So I went with Netgear. I find that through research I found it was the best, and it seems to be good. Does the job. It's just the SIM card. I'm with Vodafone, and I've heard not great things about Vodafone when it comes to being out and about. EE I've heard really good things about. If you're in, you know, if you're in UK, Europe, or whatever it is. EE is supposed to be the best one, but I can't get EE. It's a shame. I know in America they've got some good ones if you're American. But yeah, it really is that simple. So don't stress about setting up a Wi-Fi, because now if I want to, I can get that Wi-Fi enabled camera and mount it in here just for added security when I'm out of the van. You know, I can just take a look, make sure there's no one having a coffee in my van without me. So you can, you know, we do things like that, and it seems really fast. I'm really pleased with it. And I've got 2 houses around me, a garage and trees, and it's really good. But I know Barnet, it's probably got a good signal anyway with Vodafone. We'll soon put it to test when I actually get out. So that's really good. Highly recommend it. That's my setup. Easy peasy. Almost, I would reckon any other devices would be a really similar setup. But that mounting, that pole, get that, because I looked everywhere for a decent, lightweight way of mounting it up on the roof, and I wasted money on metal ones and couldn't cut them because they were too thick, all sorts of dramas, and I found that one and it worked perfect. Anyway, I'll try and do more videos like this. I've got loads of gadgets, but you know me, my mood's like a wave. Yeah, be good out there. Remember, press like and subscribe, press the bell. It really does help me, and it also helps motivate me in my mood, my mental health. Because I do these vlogs, yeah, for me, but I also do them to try and help other people and so that people can see how someone's living with my conditions. Talk soon.